Hey everyone, me Kevin here. You are not going to believe this, but the Musks are dumping Tesla shares. I kid you not. First of all, Elon Musk just tweeted, and this is not even... There's already been a sale worth over $100 million, and I'm kind of speechless because it came the day before this tweet, okay? Little sus. But anyway, let's look into this, okay? I support the Musk, I support Elon, but still, take a look at this, folks, okay? Elon Musk just went to his Twitter warriors. He knows he gets trolled on Twitter all the time, and said, much has been made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. So let's unpackage that for a moment. If you invest into Google at $1,000 and it goes up in price to $10,000, you have gains of $9,000. You did really well. But that $9,000 is wealth that you have that has not been taxed. A lot of talk, especially from progressives, obviously on the left, has been made about how it's not fair that individuals can make the vast majority of their money who invest from unrealized gains and never be forced to pay taxes. This is giving rise to arguments that we should have a billionaire tax, which would basically force billionaires to pay taxes on unrealized gains. That difference of that $9,000, that could apply to real estate, that could apply to stocks, to any sort of asset, potentially even crypto, where individuals would then be forced to sell to cover their tax payment. Because if you sell that $10,000 of Google stock now, let's say you bought one at $1,000 and now it's worth $10,000, you sell that $10,000, you're going to have to pay taxes on the gains, the difference, at $9,000. You probably pay taxes at a long run rate, capital gains tax, plus whatever your state taxes are, which could be anywhere between 15 to 25% for capital gains taxes. Unless you make virtually no money, then it could be next to zero. But for most people, it would be between 15 and 25% plus state taxes. So in California, it could be anywhere between a total of 24 to say 35% in taxes that you'd be paying, or even slightly more, like 37, 38%. But anyway, all this aside, the point is, progressives on the left and many liberal leftists on Twitter have been arguing that it's unfair that billionaires have this much wealth and they should pay their fair share and they should be forced to pay taxes on unrealized gains because they're basically making money in a way that the tax system cannot tax them. So Elon Musk is going out of his way now to say, hey, I'll propose selling 10% of my Tesla stake, which is somewhere around $25 to $28 billion. That is 10%, okay? He owns somewhere around 23% of Tesla. It's $1 trillion company. So somewhere around $20 to $25 billion, depending on what price Elon actually liquidates at, would be, a substantial amount of selling pressure on Tesla stock. In fact, while it represents about 2.3% of Tesla's market cap, so you'd think, okay, maybe Tesla stock would only go down by about 2.3%. That amount of selling pressure would probably lead the stock to fall substantially more. Look, volume-wise, we've had a lot of volume lately, which is good. Probably somewhere an average of 15 to 20 million shares of volume, which is good. Here, let's do the usual here. Alexa, 20 million times 1,200. 20 million times $1,200, right? 24 billion. Okay, so an entire day of volume would essentially be matched with selling pressure from Elon Musk. So in other words, if you have equilibrium of a stock with 20 million shares of traded volume in a day, and all of a sudden you match that equilibrium with pure selling pressure, if Elon Musk tries to dump these shares all in one day, which I don't even think is, quite frankly, possible, Tesla stock could literally tank, like 10, 20%. I mean, this would be an insane amount of selling pressure. And in addition to being an insane amount of selling pressure, you're doing it for like essentially no reason. There's no law that says you have to do it. You're doing it to appease people on the left who are going to go, well, you should have liquidated 20%. You should have liquidated 30%. And on top of that, you told your brother, I'm assuming, I'm speculating, okay? I don't want to accuse any potential insider trading or any of that stuff here, but I'm just saying, you apparently told your brother, or your brother somehow suspected this, because take a look at this. literally Friday, and this report comes out at like 5 p.m. on Friday, so it's too late to trade off of it on Friday, which sucks. But anyway, here you go. Look at this. Musk Kimball, aka his brother, on November 5th, which is yesterday, liquidated over $108 million of Tesla stock for himself and gifted $25,000 to charity. Now that's awesome. $25,000 to charity. I mean, that's like 30 something million. That's amazing. Okay. That's great. But still, you took out $108 million for yourself the day before Elon Musk runs a Twitter poll. Look, the Musks are not stupid. What do you think the Twitter people are going to say? Of course they're going to vote yes on the darn thing. Of course they're going to vote that Elon Musk should dump those shares and pay taxes to pay his fair share. But Elon already knew this. See, this is why he says, do you support this? Yes or no? I will abide by the results of the poll, whichever way it goes. Fine, whatever. Obviously, he's now going to sell these shares over time. And he says he's going to abide by it. He knows that the Twitter community is going to force him out. He already knew that. So now the question is, and this is why you should follow me on Twitter. Now the question is, what's he going to put it into? My speculation is Elon Musk, we know that Elon Musk thinks, okay, let me separate this. We know, fact, that Elon Musk thinks inflation is going to be a problem in the near term because he responded to Kathy Wood and Jack Dorsey debate about inflation and said, I don't know about the long term, but I know short term prices are going up. So we know he's probably not going to keep his money in cash. We also know he's been dumping his real estate, so he's not going to buy real estate. He's probably not going to buy the stock back. He's going to buy something else. He's going to diversify. And he already suggested that the stock was overvalued when he said, I hope the stock isn't running because the Hertz deal isn't signed yet. So this is just like Elon Musk saying stock too high. So now he's liquidating 10%, which he knew he was going to get called out on this. He basically is like, I want to sell 10% of my Tesla stock. Hey, how can we brand this in a way that the Twitter universe will be slightly happier? I don't think he's doing this out of the goodness of the Twitter universe and to appease leftists. He bailed out of California. Come on. He's not trying to appease leftists. Okay? He's doing this because his brother just sold, probably because the brother realized that Elon was going to sell. And now Elon's looking for the easiest way to get permission from the community to sell. Look at the geniusness of this. If Elon Musk sold last week 10% of his shares, people will be like, what the F, Elon? How dare you sell? How dare you sell out on us? What the F? We're here diamond handing, you sell out on us. He's freaking genius, folks. He's absolutely genius. Hey, I think it's too high. Hey, I want to sell. But if I say that and do that, I'd be a criminal and I'd be villainized on social media. Hi, Twitter, how about I sell 10% of my Tesla shares to pay taxes? And you know what? I'll do whatever y'all want. What do you think they're going to want? Oh, yeah, sell. It's playing right into his playbook. Great. He sells, he pays his taxes. Now what can he do with it? Well, I think Bitcoin's going to 110, so I'm going to double my money and get my money right back. No, he hasn't said it's going to 110. I'm just saying because stock to flow models, we see that, right? I'll just shift my money and move it on over to Bitcoin. This is, in my opinion, and I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll go into some alts as well. In my opinion, this is extremely bullish for crypto. Not bullish at all for Tesla. Like this is bad for Tesla. This could be a negative 20% day on Tesla next week. It'll get bought up. People will buy the dip. We drop below 1,000 again. People are going to go nuts. They're going to buy the dip. But thank you, Elon, for ending the run. Now, keep in mind, last time Elon Musk said stock too high, I bought the dip like crazy. The stock went from like 750 to like 680 pre-split. And I'm like, this is so stupid. It's falling on Elon Musk saying it's too high. Buy. Those stocks are obviously worth like 10x now, what I paid for them, those shares. But very interesting to pay attention to. And these share sales, folks, these sales the day before this tweet by Elon, come on, guys, at least be a little more like distinct about it. This is freaking blatant. Whatever. It's the genius of Elon, but I'm reading it like a book. Maybe I'm reading the wrong book, but I think I'm reading it like a book. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks so much. Goodbye.